plays that you would want back or happened on a couple of the breakdowns or the play after that.
So, Coach, your take on the push now with Jason Kelsey out. Your take on the so-called push without Jason Kelsey. Has it changed any? Is it still something you would like to go to?
Yeah, again, Jason's one piece of that puzzle, right? Jalen's another huge piece of that puzzle, and then Landon and the guards will be a huge piece of that puzzle, and the offensive line, right? And so you're just getting reps with guys that haven't got reps of it. And so we'll see, we'll see where that is and obviously not giving any answers until we get out there and play a game, but we haven't been successful with it, right? You're seeing that it is a hard play. Like, I'm glad they didn't take it out of the game because it's not just a gimme. It really shows you the talent of the guys that have been out there succeeding at that play for the past 2.5, 3 years, right? And so I feel like that should give you an appreciation of how good we've done it in the past. But we'll see. We'll continue to rep it. We'll continue to walk through it. We'll see if we practice it. That was a discussion this morning, if we needed to practice it, and we'll go from there.
In Cooper DeJean's case, is the thought still corner and slot, or given the depth at safety, will you consider him there now?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where he is as far as, you don't ever want to overload a guy right at the beginning. I'm looking forward to watching him practice today, ramping it up a little bit even more today. And then you got to take each guy as, its own case, right? And so you look at the situation that the team has, and then you also look at what the guy can do. And so time will tell, and look forward to seeing him go out there and roll today.
When it comes to are you where you want to be in terms of kick return?
Obviously, we all have work to continue to do there. I don't think anything we're not where we want to be in anything, right? We want to continue to grow in everything that we do. Kick returns even more so because it's such an unknown. Now we gave up a big return, and we need work at it because every time we do it, we learn a little bit more about it. Like every time we take a rep, our coaches learn a little bit more about it. Our players learn a little bit more about it. So we're actually starting a period today. It's not on the script today as far as kickoff and kickoff return. But today we're going to start a period. We added a couple things in practice to emphasize that while our pads are on. We'll do even more so tomorrow to make sure that we're ready for it. So to say where we want to be, obviously not, because it's such a new play. But we're gonna add some stuff today to practice that you'll see, in the days leading forward to practice that you'll see to ramp it up even more.
There's been a lot of conversation around the number 2 quarterback job. Curious about the different factors that go into your evaluations. I know there's a number of them. What are the different things that you guys weigh?
Sure, yeah. Practice every day, walk through every day, classroom, every day. Obviously, everyone gets to see, the entire league gets to see the game, right, when it's live and going. And so there's just so much that goes into an individual routes versus air. All those things are factored into when you're evaluating not just the quarterback but every position. I'm really pleased with our quarterback room. Obviously, Jalen's had an unbelievable camp and he's done an unbelievable job. But I really do feel like we have two guys. I love the whole room. Will got in and made some plays, but I really feel like with Tanner and Kenny, that we have guys that a lot of teams would like to have and be in this situation where you have two guys that you feel really good about, there in case they need to play. Hopefully they never need to play, right? That's the plan. But we know, And Will, like I said, Will went in for a series, and he went down and showed what he could do. So really just excited about the entire room, and really pumped that we have that group in place.
Whenever you historically as a team, place a lot of value on the second quarterback, what is the conversation carrying 3 through the initial 53?
Yeah, the value of a backup quarterback, it's all positions that you need depth at, right? Even more so at that position, because that person touches the ball every time they get the ball or every time there's a play. We haven't run a lot of Wildcat here in the past, so they touch the ball every single play, and so As far as how many you keep, you've seen how many we've kept the last couple of years, but every year's a new year, every year's a different year, and we'll see how it goes this year.
What have
Martin, you got one?
Yeah, what kind of stops you place in the fact that Jalen hasn't thrown an interception in any of the practices? Like, how much does that mean?
Yeah, what I've seen is like that can go a couple different ways, right? That can go where he's not taking risks, but I don't see it that way. I see him pushing the ball down the field and taking the plays that are there. And when the play that he wants to push down the field is not there, he's checking it down. So he's playing really good football. And so that's a product of him. He's taking what the defense is giving him, and that's good quarterback play, right? Good quarterback play. The quarterback play I get so excited about is like, hey, we have this shot on, or we have this intermediate chunk on, and they didn't give it to you, and then we take a check down for 10 yards. Like, that's awesome. That's awesome football, and that gets me more excited than sometimes the big wow plays, because that's just the development of a quarterback and making plays. And so that's what he's done. I think he's just had a great camp in that of taking care of the football. We put so much emphasis on winning the turnover battle. I don't know if you guys know, I went over this with the team the other day, but in the past 3 years, since 21, 22, 23, when we've won the turnover battle, we're 20-1. We were 6-1 in 21. We were 10-0 in 22, and I believe we were 4-0 last year, which ours are even higher than the league average as far as just the turnover battle. And so we put so much emphasis on that. But you put so much emphasis on that without trying to – the explosive play is important as well. And so Jalen just done a really nice job of delivering the football of where it needs to go and making great decisions with the football. And, man, I couldn't be more happy with where he is right now, and I look forward to him having another good day today.
Has your definition of an explosive play changed?
No.
Kellen Moore?
No. Mm-mm.
Where do you think Nakobe is? Difficult rehab. What have you seen from him at this stage?
Yeah, I think he's had a nice camp. I'm excited about that linebacker group. We got some guys that haven't played at all, and we have some guys that are veterans, and I'm excited about that group. And Nakobe played really well in the game. I know, Bo, you asked me about who played well. I thought Nakobe played a really, really good game. He was flying around to the ball. He had this play. First of all, just to talk about our core values, he had a detailed play on his tackle where he shot out and made a tackle on a screen. That was awesome, right? His fundamentals of tackling, he just got the guy down. I wouldn't say it was like the prettiest way. He just tackle it, get the guy down. We talk a lot about our fundamentals of tackling. We're going to do a drill out here today just to emphasize it again. And he just did an unbelievable job getting the guy down. Then he had a play where he blitzed, had the back on him. Would like to have a better win there on that play, but then we had a couple missed tackles on the play, and then he's 4 yards in the backfield and retraces. So it makes a really good tackle where sometimes what happens on missed tackles is it turns into an explosive. Well, that didn't because of the relentless effort of Nakobe. And so, his fundamentals, his and his tackling, his block destruction, and then his effort on his plays is really where you're being able to see his talent.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.